Hey folks, KILT-MAN here. KILT-MAN at your services. How are you all? We're all doing very, very well. Now, we've had renovation and re-roofing works doing on the KILT mansion the last week. We've still got another week and maybe more to go. The noise, folks. The incessant blokes shimmying up and down the sides of the building. All the battlements, the rafters, they're there, they're drilling, they're hammering, they're bashing. All the old slates came down, and now, only now, as of today, on that fantastic big super ladder with this conveyor belt which conveys all the new tiles going up. They did use that yesterday to bring the old slates down. So it's now reversed and the new stuff's going up there now. So anyway, my point is this. I've been trying to do, well, this little review. It's only a little review. It's a review that I can't even be arsed doing, to be perfectly honest with you. If I'm truly betrothed to my heart of hearts, I can't be arsed doing it. So tune out now if you want to, because I'm not arsed either. But I couldn't do it because of the incessant bloody noise. We've got scaffolding all around the KILT mansion, so things cascading from the roof go ping 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 ping, like shrapnel all over the place. There's a big impact, and then now the tiles are going up today. All of a sudden, the tile grinder machine came in up top. Obviously, they're cutting these things to fit, you know, various angles and corners and what have you. So I thought, oh, well, they're just transporting the gear up today. By the way, today is Saturday. Yes, they're working on a Saturday. And put a good few hours in. It's now Saturday night time, because I had to escape because the sheer noise was just doing my Swede in. And so I went, had a few bevies, as is my want, and but it was just so fucking loud, man. It was just, and I wanted to do a video to show you guys what we're going through. We're living under siege at the moment. Under siege, you say, KILT-MAN? Under siege? Yes. Little heads up there for the next review coming up. But yeah, I had to get out. So I went out, and I've not been drinking whiskey since I started the new year. You guys know why. It's causing havoc. It's stripped out me tubes. It's laid them bare, and it burns like a fucking incendiary going down me gob. So New Year's Day, I think, was the last time I actually had whiskey. And we're now on the 10th of January. I think we're on the 10th of January. So I've done pretty well there. So I've been drinking like real ales, cask ales, and then Guinness, and now I'm on Murphy's. However, this afternoon, the Murphy's, because I can't drink pints incessantly. It just like bloats me. I go, sit in the corner and mong out. I feel fat and ugly. I'm fat and fucking ugly. So, oh, I know what I'll have. I've had it for a while. So today, I had, alongside the Murphy's, large whiskies. Yeah, oops-a-daisy, yeah. But anyway, here we are. The workies have gone. We are now at peace with the world. Are we? Because apparently we're entering a new Ice Age. Who killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age! ICE, federal agents, doing their job. Getting away. Oops a daisy. We may talk more on this, but you guys know where my affiliations lie. and it ain't with the lefty liberal bastards. So if you like that sort of thing and you support that kind of thing, you can go fuck right off. Don't bother with the KILT-MAN channel. You ain't part of our clan. You're not at all. You idiots, you're brainwashed, and you're fools, and you will lose. Anyway, there you go. I'm now going to reach down for a Courvoisier, because this little bottle's been here. This little bottle here has been here for a little while now, and I've been slowly making inroads into it, doing the sporadic videos so far. But here we go. Ye gods. Ye gods. Ugh. It's one of those that makes you go, ugh. It makes you have a spasm. As it goes down, you gullet. Ugh. So anyway, we're playing James Horner's score to Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan. And it's got no bearing at all on the video I'm about to do and the review. Look, I'm taking the piss because I really... Life has took such a strange few sort of detours, deviations and curves. Around the world, of course, Iran is toppling. Good thing. Oh God, you guys know I want to do the video on all of this. You know I want to do it. I can't, I won't. Just yet. But, you know, and there's so much turmoil and chaos in the KILT mansion right now, which is just, it's unreal. And it's not half disturbed, the whole sort of, the equilibrium has gone. But this review, I promised I'd do it, and I'm going to do it now. It's the build up to it. And what review is that? Superstition, the Witch. An 80s occult slasher mashup, which was a great bon vivant cause celebre in the early 80s in the UK. This is it's Canadian produced movie, but it came out. It was made '82. It didn't receive a release in America until about '84, maybe '85. It had several title changes. It was filmed as Superstition. Then it got known as The Witch. Then it became Superstition, The Witch. You know. In the UK when it came out, and I've still got the Betamax original release of it, and of course you guys know when I went to go and find it for this purposes review, which I planned several days before, and I've turned the house upside down, can't find it anywhere. I have the original VTC copy of the Betamax release in the UK under the title Superstition. The film was successful enough in UK home rentals to give it a UK cinema release as well, only after the event. There's not many films that have ever done that, but apparently this one did. I don't recall it. I remember the film being on Betamax, well, sorry, home video, and I loved it at the time. It was a massive, mega hit for home rentals. I got it, copied it, obviously, and then bought the, the original cassette, and I haven't seen it since, really, to be honest, because it's had very sort of, there's versions around the world, Spanish, Italian, German, French, British copy. There really isn't one on Blu-ray, but I have a Spanish copy of it. Right here, and that came courtesy only recently, Christmas time, from your friend and mine, Astrodyne, a traveller in time, Astrodyne, or Sir Astra of the Dyne. He sent me this. because I'd fucking mentioned it several times. Like, oh my god, I love this movie from the 80s. Oh, it's great. Oh, it's wonderful. Can't wait to see it again. But instead expected to buy, you know, it's dead super limited and rare to get hold of it. So he sent me a Spanish copy, and yeah, I watched it with bated breath. I love going back. Jason the Argonauts all of a sudden. We'll let that play for now. This is a playlist of, I called it The Captains. It's all about seafaring music. So Quince will be in here as well, you know. And I've got us, what have we got? Oh, Vangelis is in. Oh, fucking there's tons of stuff in there. But anyway, it's beside the point. So, I watched it after many, many years. And no, it didn't work. It genuinely didn't work. A few high points, but it's really a naffly made movie. And it's one of those, I reviewed the film Mutant a few weeks ago before Christmas, and another 80s favourite, and that did not fulfill, you know, my memories at all. It just wasn't as good. And most, God, you guys know, oh my god, we're on Jaws now. The films from the 70s, the 80s, the 60s, whatever films you grew up with will probably have stayed with you. The classics always stay with you, and your personal favourites, for whatever, without rhyme or reason, will stay with you. But the things that leap onto the bandwagon, you know, you got your giallo, you got your stalk and slash, you've got your occult stuff, you've got your big fish nastiness, you've got all the rip-offs of that. So you get all those during the era of everyone copying everybody else. Oh, this one was great, and then you watch them again and you go, oh no, shit. And the horror genre is especially marked out for this. So anyway, Superstition, directed by, and you know, James W. Robinson, from a screenplay by Donald G. Thompson. I've not got no middle name. And I really have a bit of fucking, like, you know, oh, so-and-so G, so-and-so, so-and-so D, W, so-and-so. I'm like, fuck off, you pretentious twats. I mean, I could say my name is Chris T. McAnini. Chris T, because Chris Toffer, you know. I just can't stand middle names. Anyway, so you got these guys. And guess what? This film is produced by Ed Carlin. Who he? Exactly. Who cares? But also Mario Casar and Andrew Wagner. Is it pronounced Wagner or is it Vanya? It's probably Vanya. But V-A-J means Vag to me. And Vag means a lot to me. And to many of you guys do. So Andrew Wagner. Now that's Carol Coe, of course. The Rambo movies. Now they present. I think they're credited as presenting this movie. It's a Canadian-made movie filmed in LA, filmed at Garbutt House. Garbutt House. Those of you in LA will know this place. I've been through LA. I despised it. I've said this many times and didn't like the place. Couldn't wait to get out of there at all. That was way back. And but Garbutt House is on a big hill overlooking Silver Lake Reservoir, and it's got views all across everywhere, basically everywhere. And it's basically a bunker. The guy that made it in 1920s, I think it was, he had such a terror. He was a big innovator, but he created this place to combat the fires, which they knew would roar in with the Sierra winds and all that. Like, they knew, and of course it's happened so many times in LA, especially in the last couple of years. So the entire house is built out of reinforced, well, it's concrete. The roof is concrete, the foundation's concrete, the walls concrete, everything is concrete. Concrete bronze steel reinforced doors, marble floors, and steel roof as well. It's a bunker. It basically can withstand a nuclear blast, you know. But it's called because it's fear of fire. So it's filmed there, and look, you know, it's a witch. A witch has been several hundred years before, the 1600s, the Puritans, the whoever the hell they fucking were, I can't remember. In the film, it makes no fucking sense anyway. Big flashback sequence, but they persecute a witch, and her face all mutates and changes, and her voice changes. It's the best scene in the movie, I'll be honest. But, you know, and she's the witch, then, you know, you're gonna condemn me. I am Beelzebub's daughter. I am Satan's daughter. You know, you can't kill me, and all this bullshit and all that. Like, well, we're not gonna burn you at the stake, because even the priest back then goes, I know you're a vile, you know, nasty, vitriolic bitch from hell, but I cannot burn a living being, so we'll drown you instead. Little word to the wise here. Burning, if we're honest, is quicker and better than drowning. Now, look here, KILT-MAN, how do you know? Have you had both? Well, I've been drinking whiskey lately, and it burns. Burning. Ask the Buddhists who have tried to do this and survived, and they go like, no, you reach a state of euphoria because your nerves are all shot to hell, and you burn. People have sung, you know, hymns whilst burning. Drowning is really, really nasty, because your blood vessels expand, your lungs fill up with water. It can take you a lot longer, and it's agonizing. My voice changed it. Agonizing. The demonic voice came through, and it gets really super nasty. Your eyeballs fucking explode. Making this shit up. No, it's horrendous because you fight against it. When you're consumed with fire, your body doesn't fight against it. It can't. It just can't do it. So this priest doesn't burn it. They sink it on a big crucifix into the lake right by this big house. And I'll get to this. Look, don't go worry about the fucking story of this movie. It doesn't really matter. It literally does not matter at all. And because it's boring as fuck. And they drop on a big crucifix into the lake, and like they throw a huge crucifix in to condemn her. You'll stay there forever. My point is this: she puts a curse on all of the ones who've done this and all their descendants. How many movies, how many stories, how much folklore tells you this? Don't fuck with witches or warlocks. They live out in the woods, they do their little thing. Is anyone really bothered by them? Oh, it's a witch. Go and get them, and like, you know, we must burn them at the stake. We must put like the mask with the pins of steel. Mask of Satan, Barbara Steele. Boosh, gets bonked onto her face. Comes back again. All these witches come back, or they put a curse upon every generation afterwards. Leave them alone. Here's my thing. Leave them alone, because you're only making things 10 times worse. What are they doing right now? They're just communing with the spirits, with Satan, with whatever. But what's happening to you guys? Not a great deal. Till you go and condemn them, and then all of a sudden you've just put your entire family and all your descendants into a world of shit, spit, and brimstone. Well done there. And this is the crux of this movie, of course. They condemn this witch, I forgot her name, doesn't really matter, and she puts a curse on the house, on the little lake, and everyone who's going to be there. And of course, this house becomes a sort of, it's a church, it's a surrogate church thing. God, don't ask me too much about this because I really don't fucking know. Don't fucking care. The Garber House, a fabulous location, is the scene in the movie for a new family moving in, who are all ministers and priests. It's on sort of Christian ground. They've took over the entire acreage there, and they've got their little lake and all that, and they've got other outhouses, and but we're trying to restore youth and look after the kids, bring Christianity and all this. But it's been plagued with deaths, murders, fucking all sorts of shit, like hauntings and what have you. But they go in there. The film starts off. The film starts off with a couple making out in the car. Pure teens. Now watch this scene because the girl in question looks, and I kid you not, being a huge aficionado of horror and scream queens, she is a dead ringer for a very young Caroline Munro. She is. And when the guy begins like, I want to get to the meaty bits. I don't know. We're all going like, yeah, please do it. I think it's Caroline Munro. Doesn't happen because a spooky thing hits them, and they shit themselves. This effigy smacks into their car. This effigy, and like they drive the car and they reverse and they get out of there. Whoa, they bug out, and this knobhead who's had this contraption, on a big fucking rod and a string and all that, whatever it is. And it's like he's there like. We scared them. Artie, we scared Artie. Artie, who's in the house, the Garber house, the big house in question. He's in there. So there's these two fucking dickheads who have just ruined what could have been a great perving session of these two fucking doing it. But no, they bring this thing in and they've driven off. So we lose the fit Caroline Munro, younger like. Off they go. So we've got Artie in the big house. This guy's fucking, it's actually miles away. Because he's like, he's got this fucking ghost apparition thing on a this rigged up bloody thing. It's fucking pile of shit, like. And it's like, Artie, come back to the house now. We got him, good. And they're fucking laughing their titties off. And he goes back into the house. But in the meantime, Artie, who's in the house, who's done nothing. Remember, this guy did the actual, with the big spectral thing and scared them off. The guy in the house who's broke into the haunted house has done nothing at all. So he's there and he gets, look, I'm not going to go massively through this. He gets offed. You see a shadow behind him and you see, sort of clawed, I don't know if you can see these, the clawed demonic fingers there, the talons. You'll see that sort of thing. And as he's like nobbing it through the this bunker, suddenly gets thrown around and like poof, done. And then you get the other guy coming in. Artie, we got him, good. Oh, that was great. That was the best one yet. You fucking tosser. What a wank shaft. And then Artie, wait, and doors close behind him, supernaturally, things happen. And I have the score to this movie. And I'll put it on now. But the reason why I'm not playing it is because it's kind of, you can't get the score to it. You have to get it off YouTube. People who've done like isolated scores and stuff. And the score by, it's important this, because one of the best things about it, David Gibney, I have no idea what else he ever did. And you know me in the movie scores, I do not know this guy at all. Now, his score is based entirely around the dies irae. And you're going to hear this a lot now. Once I start playing it, you're going to hear it a hell of a lot. The dies irae. It's in so many movie scores and so many, symphonies. It is a mass, an old, Latin mass, and you'll recognise it the minute it comes on. The Shining does it brilliantly, of course, at the opening of The Shining. But anyway, as he's investigating, Artie's gone missing, and he suddenly finds there's a microwave. You know the fucking scene I'm talking about. There's a microwave just suddenly comes on, and he's like, and Artie's head is in the microwave, and as he watches, the door opens, it lights up, it's on fire, lights up, the door opens, and the head explodes. Boosh! So you get gore right away, and then this guy fucking legs it to a window which he can't get out of. It's shut. He got in through the window, I think, if I remember rightly, and the window is shut. This is the scene. He starts banging on it. Manages to raise it up or whatever he does, up, lower it down, and climb out through it. And then the window comes up, and he gets cut in half by the window while squealing like a baby, as you would do, I suppose. But here we go. The music. This is the scene. The dies irae. Yeah, it's got the voices and sound effects, but it actually works better like this. This is the microwave, I think. Wasn't quite that big, but it's coming up. So he gets cut off by the window, and one half falls outside on the deck, and he's like, from the chest upwards, a few giblets hanging out, and his legs are falling down to the side, and it was a great chaotic gore fiends frenzy at the time. Looking at it now, it's like, oh, really, is that it? And the head in the microwave is really a naff effect. This is it now. This is it. Right, okay, here we go. This is what I'm getting to. The music. There's the head going. This is him running. There's the window. The witch's cackle. Dies irae. That's him actually hitting. I love the way that David Gibney's score actually does mimic what happens on the screen. Mickey Mousing, ba 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 ba. This is him getting cut in half. When you were a kid, back in I'll be 13, I think, when we got this on VHS, I would say VHS, but VHS and Betamax in the UK. This was a great cause celebre at the time. It's dead notorious. Oh, Superstition, why I gotta see it? Because that scene was great. It was a double murder, and the thing is, as he discovers his mate's head in the microwave, and it explodes, he runs away, and suddenly his mate's body, headless body, is in a chair beside him, and the headless body falls over, and it's a nice little touch. Then he tries to get out and gets cut in half, and it's just, anyway, there you go. That's the opening to the movie. And then you get like this fucking Let's turn it down a bit. Oh no, fucking leave it, who cares? You got a new priest that's going to move in there with a priest's family. It's all like, you know, holy shit. It's all like a church sort of ground. So you got people working there. But Albert Salmi, the great Albert Salmi from a gazillion Western movies and TV shows. The Wild West was his stamping ground. A lot of like, you know, detective shows and stuff like that. But Albert Salmi plays the local detective, the police chief. I mean, his deputy comes in like, and we meet the big priest who's about to give up the whole place to this new guy, a new family. And you get this new guy. Let's get him. Right, his name is Reverend David Thompson, played by James Houghton, and Albert Salmi plays Inspector Sturgis. Right. So, and like, you've got the big priest, and the big priest, by the way, is actually hang on, where is it now? Don't tell me, I've got it here somewhere. Oh my god, I haven't. Yeah, Stacy Keach Sr., as in Stacy Keach's dad, and James Keach's dad, plays Reverend Mayer, and he's the guy who's giving up the place to this new guy, the young guy, who's smoking and all that. Apparently the guy that plays him, James Houghton, had given up smoking a good while beforehand, and was like, you know, to the director, I don't smoke anymore. And he went, well, look, your character needs to smoke. Why? Has it got to be done? Well, you're courting with the devil, and you know the pits of Beelzebub. You know, smoking ash and the pits of fire and all that. So you gotta smoke. And I go, oh, okay, we'll do. And apparently it relapsed him really badly, and he went really back into smoking again. Anyway, but this guy's there, and he's the young guy. He's the young hip reverend. But the family that moves in, you got two really fit teenage daughters, and they fucking well are. And you got that little scroty fucking little shit young lad, and the mum and dad, and of course the dad is a priest. Let's get his name. Let's see if we can find him. George, I think his name's George. Something. Listen to this shit like going on. Yeah, Larry Pennell plays George Leahy. That's the family's name, Leahy. And so they move in there, and the woman who plays the Mrs. Leahy. She's Lynn Carlin, who plays Melinda Leahy. She is the voice of Nell. Shut up for a fucking minute, will you? She plays the voice of Nell, the living ship in Battle Beyond the Stars. And she's John Boy Walton's big-titted spacecraft. Yeah, the one with the big boobies. She's the voice of that, the living spacecraft. So she's in this. And it's funny because, like, it's a film after that. Her first scene, and she's the mum, and she's not particularly attractive. That's you know, let's not go there. But her first scene, you see her, she thinks she's putting a top on, like with no bra on, and she pulls it over, the big nippies are standing out there. That's got to be a nod to Battle Beyond the Stars. It's got to be. There's no, I can't take it another way, because she's not an attractive woman. She's not seen as a sexual angle in this movie whatsoever. Her two daughters are, but she puts it on, and the big boobies come out, and the big nips are out, and she plays the voice of Nell, the big living, big-titted spacecraft in Battle Beyond the Stars. That is definitely there. I'm saying it, I'm calling it out now. I've seen no one else mention this. I'm calling it out right now. There you go. If I can call out big erect nipples, I will always do so. It's as simple as that. Cheers, y'all. Our small cat is trying to enjoy the dregs of what's left of her lunch. So they move in, and they get told by this inspector, this fucking Albert Salmi, look, you guys shouldn't go in there because it's full of death, depravity. Kids go out there to make out, kids go missing, kids get found decapitated, they get found in a microwave, they get found fucking cut in half. There's someone that lives on the grounds there. There's some old crone that lives on the grounds, and she's got a son. The son's a bit wacky, a bit way out. We think he may be responsible for the murders and all that fucking shit. But they move in anyway. They go in. So the new family, the Leahys, move in with their drunken, completely. He's the worst. The father is. Let's play the music again.
Guilty of heinous crimes against God and man. This is a torture. Murder to this innocent child.
God, I thought you meant me for a second. Holy shit.
Unless you mean to repudiate your service to unholy forces of hell. I am the daughter of Satan. He is my Lord and salvation. He will protect me. He will bring you all to death.
You just heard the best scene in the movie. Anyway, so look. So they all move in there. There's all workies in there, and they're renovating and doing all this. There's people doing the grass, and these are people who work with the church fund and all that. They're all and you've got the old girl that lives down there, and her son. Arlen, we think that he could be involved in all this. She's got the police dogging every move that they make, as they would do. There's been murders there plenty. You would shut the place down. Workies get killed, workies go disappearing, they fall down a lift shaft and get fucking strangled, and cables. Loads of people go missing. Arlen, who's the son of this weird woman who lives there, and the other shack. They find him, and in a really, really fucking stupid sequence, really naffily directed, he goes crazy. He's a big guy. He is Joshua Cadman plays Arlen, and he's like this big fucking brutish, inbred, and he fucking runs around and he's toppling deputies over his fucking shoulders, pushing cart. I think I made that up. I don't think he pushes a car, but he's fucking doing tons of stuff, and he gets away, And Albert Salmi sends his favourite detective. He went that way. You might find him down there by the lake. So off he goes down there. And there's a little pier, and of course he's like, in fact he does see him there, but the guy runs off, he's like fucking looking around, being a dickhead. Goes to the end of the pier, there's something floating there, leans over, it's broad daylight, leans over and a big fucking taloned hand like one of these grabs him by the face and fucking pulls him in. He's gone. So a big police search takes place, trying to find this detective. And of course the family's moved in now with the young son and two really fit teenage daughters. And one of them is enormously gorgeous. And gotta be one of the reasons why people rented this film out a hell of a lot. There is no nudity, apart from nippies, the old mum, nippies sticking out through her top. But there's no nudity in the film at all. There's no actual sex. Even the young Caroline Munro, not her, look-alike. There's no bits on show at all. But the daughter in question, we've got two daughters. Fucking hell. Let's try and find them now. Megalo McCaslin plays Cheryl Leahy. Now she's the dark-haired one. She walks around the entire time in little skimpy hot pants and the tiniest little bikini, and is astonishingly gorgeous. She is. There's no two ways about it. She's outstanding. And there's a blonde one. And who's that one? Lynn. Oh no. I can't find their fucking name. Oh, Heidi Bohey as Anne Leahy. Now Anne goes swimming and has a dilemma. Ooh, there's something grabbing me. I'm getting pulled under. And of course, we've had a copper has gone missing, and they think it could be in the lake. And they managed to. Our young cool priest, James Houghton, what his name is, David Thompson, the Reverend David Thompson, goes in there and like drags it out, and there's a severed hand clutching her calf. It's there, so it's like ah. Now, at some point in this aftermath of that, the cool Reverend smoking ciggies and looking at the nubile young daughters, as the detective Albert Solmy stages, gives him like a, I thought you guys didn't smoke. I thought you guys didn't think about women's buttocks. I thought you guys didn't want to shag women. I thought you guys, and it's like, oh fuck off, fucking leave me alone. I'm a man, flesh and blood. Look at this fucking leave me alone. Yeah, you got all this shit going on, like, because this Albert Solmy doesn't leave. He's there permanently. And anyway, so they discover the severed hand grabbing her leg is actually the hand of the missing detective. Oh no. And somehow or other, which I can't remember how it happens, but they get the crucifix, a great big fucking brilliant prop, a brilliant massive silver bloody crucifix, looking fantastic. They find that, well, I'm having this. So the young reverend goes off and learns about the history of the house. Now, anyway, look. Stacey Keach's dad, Stacey Keach Sr., comes in to see how things are going. There's a great line earlier on when they first go there. He said, "Oh look, what's his name again? David. Listen, Reverend David, young Reverend David. This house is full of death, depravity, murders, and visitations and hauntings and weirdness. I was going to tell you once you got settled in. I was going to tell you once you got settled in with the family. What? You'd tell them beforehand, wouldn't you? Do you go to this place? Because you'd be like, well, if only you'd said, we would never have bought the place, would we? Litigation, I think. Yeah. I was going to say once you got settled in, fuck off. Well, he gets his comeuppance. Oh, doesn't he just, Chijol? You got all workies in there. They're all doing stuff. There's people like out cutting grass. Really, it's really naff, but it's done. But you hear like drills and sawing and bang, bang, bang. And it's because I've been living in that environment right now for the last week so far, and it's got to get worse and worse and worse. But there's a guy with like a circular saw. He's fucking sawing wood, yeah. And the priest and David, the Reverend David, walk in there, and the saw blade, the circular saw blade, bounces out of the saw machine and goes like pure cartoon style, and hits the priest right in the chest, right fucking there. And drives him back into the chair, and it goes and it works itself through. He's like, his feet are giving it loads. He's going, blood's dripping from his skull. It's going through him, and it comes out through his back and goes, hits the deck, spins around with blood all over it, and it became a very notorious scene. It's absolute bollocks, folks. When I was a kid and I saw a scene, I saw, really? A circular saw blade? It comes adrift from the machine. What's powering it round? What is powering it round? It's still going around. It hits a guy and drives him back about 10 feet into a chair, then works his way through his chest, killing him. Comes up the back of the chair, hits the deck. It's bullshit. Now, I've been watching it again, just recently, obviously. The witch has got powers. it triggered a microwave to blow someone's head apart. It powers electricity. It does this. It shuts doors. It can operate windows to cut people in half. It can invisibly throw people around. So I think I'm actually in the wrong on that one. I always thought it looks so stupid. Why is it still going around? You know, why? Because the witch is still doing it. Yeah, I know, it's still fucking stupid. I know. And and it's not even that gory. This is a film where a lot of deaths in it, but people bleed from the mouth, which is always, it's unpleasant, isn't it? I know, to see like gouts of blood from someone's mouth. Think Quinn's, probably the most shocking scene of people spitting blood. There's a few more, but Quinn's death, Robert Shaw's death in Jaws, and the cruciform position. So, you know, and this film dwells on that. It's like blood dripping down the sides of mouths, pumping out, but you're not really seeing what's happening. So the fact this film became a bit of not a video nasty, it was removed from shelves. It came under like a scrutiny, but was never prosecuted. So Superstition, whatever title you put it under, Superstition, The Witch, it was never banned. It was under scrutiny, but it was never prosecuted. So it went back on. Well, it didn't go back on shelves. Once the Rozzers, once Fave had took it away, it never came back. You know what I mean? And then, of course, obviously, it got like recertified by the BBFC, and it became like an 18 certificate, and it was uncut as well. But of course, now in the UK, you can't get it. It's anyway. So hence my Spanish version, courtesy of Astrodine. So what happens next then, Kilty? Who fucking cares? The young lad goes missing. He gets dragged by, I think, a fucking talent hand grabs him from the basement and holds him somewhere. A work, he gets fucking hung and all that. Again, blood from the mouth, blood from the mouth. But really, and he gets bashed around in the lift shaft. Lift shaft, you know what I mean? What else happens? The priest goes and finds out the back history, and what's her name? Elondra. I think it's Elondra. Carol Goldman plays the witch back in like 1649. One of those, you know, that era, you know, give or take. And the Proddies are there, and whoever, and you know, Elondra, you are a bitch from hell. We will, you know, we condemn you. And of course, they caught this old fucking, well, it's not old, young woman, and she's spread-eagled. Bit of Sean Connery, possessed by Sean Connery. There's worse things to be possessed by. And like, oh, spread-eagle, this money penny, and yeah, and she's giving it loads, you know. And all these, like, you know, sandaled fucking devotees of Christ spouting, oh yeah, bitch, burn. And he's going like, no, I won't burn a living being, you know, no matter how, you know, horrible she may be, you know, I won't do it, I won't do this at all. So, Modrana, but she then condemns him. This is a good 10-minute long flashback sequence as David's reading in the local library all the books, or the church or whatever. He does go to another church, and I think he gets to their tabernacle. I don't know these fucking terms, you know. The vault. Learns all the ancient history of that region and that house and that witch. And oh my god, she put a curse on everybody. Oh, and but the flashback sequence is brilliant. It's very it seems very similar to a lot of sort of Sam Raimi, very Sam Raimi inspired sort of. I don't mean like pyrotechnics, but you know, low budget, gothic, ancient. It's the sort of thing that he would have done, especially Army of Darkness. It seems to fit into that realm, but you get as she like she's, you know, oh, I can't get away from this. but I'm gonna kill I'm gonna kill all of you because I don't care. I'm part of Satan. Satan looks after me. I'm Satan's daughter. So, you know, oh, you're making a big bad mistake. And a head starts going boom, boom, boom. All these prosthetics pulsating and giving it loads. Effects wise, it's Mark Shrostrom. There's another Sean Conneryism. Mark Shrostrom did the effects for this movie. Not credited, but he did a lot of other movies like From Beyond and Reanimated and so many other movies. Oh god, so many. But he's part of the effects crew for this, and it is the era of the pulsato bladder, the air bladders, you know, things are pulsating, and she becomes like and the head's. Remember the Beast Within? I don't mean the recent fucking thing. The werewolf sort of, you know, let's devalue lycanthropy and make it a family sort of abusive story. It's open for conjecture, of course. I thought the film was shit, but you've got this fucking pulsating bloody head and all that, like, and her voice changes, and it's a really great scene because her voice goes from like the shrieking woman's warble, you know, you bastards, I will kill all of you, I don't know, fucking whatever, and it goes, I will destroy you and all your children and your children's children and your children, and all that kind of crap, like, and but it's good. It's actually really good. It's a long scene, and they put on the crucifix, and we drown her, and we throw it into the fucking lake, which is right outside the house. There's a great scene when it goes around all the people there as well, and watching it again, I thought, oh my god, have they gone for this sort of the Sergio Leone thing, where you're picking the ugliest people imaginable? Sergio Leone, for all his movies, especially westerns in particular, he picked people who had their teeth missing, they had a jaw over there, their nose was over here, their eyes were split, they had big lumps on their head, and and he wanted ugly faces, and of course the way he filmed intense close-ups, and then huge, you know, the way that he filmed stuff, long distances, panoramic panoramic vistas, but intense close-ups of eyes and grizzled faces. And I thought, oh my god, they've done that. And then I watched it, I repeated the scene, and I thought, oh shit, there's only one ugly guy there, isn't there? But he's really ugly. And I thought, because it pans around all these faces, I thought, that's great, he's done a Sergio Leone there. And then I watched it again, I thought, oh no, she's not ugly, he's okay, she's alright actually. And like, but you're one ugly motherfucker, you're like, I'm really fucking ugly, mate. I've got a really ugly fucking face. I can't help it, but I'm in a movie. But there is one there. And Condemnation is brilliant. And they throw a crucifix in, and the water all boils and brothels and boils and goes crazy. And but of course she comes back. Now the reason why the cross is in there, now this is the stupid thing again. This is fucking stupid, because like that little house there with the old girl, right? The old girl and the son. Her son is Arlen. Remember I mentioned Arlen, who they think he's the murderer, and he's pitched coppers into the fucking river and all the lake and beat them all up, turn a car over and all that kind of shit, like, and run off again. That's her son. But she says to them, like, it says to David, the reverend, the new young hip reverend, and the coppers, I think. Look, Arlen's not the one. Arlen serves another mistress. Oh, you're his mum. What's the fucking score? No, he serves another mistress. There's someone there, but and she tells the priest, I think, I'll fucking shut up. I love it, but it distracts me as well. Look, where's it going with that? No, he serves a mistress, and the mistress can only be operating during the night time. If you remove the crucifix, she operates during the day. Well, what's the fucking point of that? What stupid rule is that? Well, we throw the crucifix in, and the witch is condemned to live in the lake forevermore. How magic evil can't do anything during the day, but it can during the night. Well, that's shit, isn't it? So it can do all sorts during the night. So it's obviously been causing all these young'uns to go there to make out and then die, or like whatever the fucking hell they're up to. Like, but they always, there's murders aplenty. You know, fucking, what a stupid rule that is. Like, the crucifix, you can't come out during the day. Let's say you can't come out ever again. In fact, better still, burn the bitch. It doesn't make any sense. They're making the whole fucking rule book up as they go along. So anyway, cheers y'all. Courvoisier. So how's the family doing? I know you're asking, how's the family doing? George, who's the new reverend, he's alcoholic. He's a burnout. His daughters can't stand him. They think he's an absolute waster. He's useless. He's a pile of shite. And he's the world's worst actor. Let's get his name here. Oh, let's put some music back on again. Larry Pennell, George Leahy. He's fucking awful. He spends the entire movie like in a real sort of slow, drunken melancholy. Oh, George, can we have lunch now? George! George!
Hey Artie, we really got him.
Yeah, maybe. And that's what you get. That's what it's like for the entire fucking movie. He's so fucking shit and so like useless. And like the fit daughter goes like, oh, ask him. Oh, because the son's gone missing. The young son has gone missing. He had a foot which has gone onto the other daughter's ankle, and she had a massive, lying in bed, she has a massive dream fugue where she sees what's happened and what's gonna happen. Foreshadowing, pre-shadowing, whatever. A lot of shadowing going on. Cat's giving it loads. Cat's found something to play with. Anyway, but the George he's fucking shit. And like, things happen. His wife gets thrown around by a demonic force. Boom, 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 from wall to wall to push on the tables, gets fucking ripped up and all that by these demonic claw things. Oh, fuck off. I do love this music, by the way. I will talk about that in a bit, especially. But George is so fucking ridiculously naff. Scenes go on for too long when he's just like does nothing, and like we get the point. He's useless. He's alcoholic. He hasn't got a fucking clue. We've seen in the basement. He's like drinking like fucking, what are he's drinking like fucking? There's something very very alcoholic. And his son, the young son, finds him. He's like, we won't talk about this, will we, son? He's a fucking reverend, for Christ's sake. And anyway, this fucking guy gets a bit of a Lucio Fulci moment from The Beyond, where glass showers from a mirror into his face. He's trying to save his wife, and his wife's getting fucking done in by the beast, the witch. The witch is very corporeal when it wants to be. So it can throw people around and give it loads, smash through doors and things like, and he can't get that inside. And in fact, he's just sitting on the edge of the bed, and his daughters are going like, "You've got to save it. Do something. You're useless. You are fucking useless." And finally, he goes, "I'm gonna save my wife." Yeah. Saved my wife. Now, in the meantime, our reverend friend has been at the fucking church, genning up on all the back history, so he knows it's a witch. It's a oh, fucking hell, you know. Really? And so George stumbles down the stairs reluctantly. Can't get through the door. Bang, bang, bang. Oh, and his wife's getting fucking flung around and fucking killed and all like, and he can't do a damn thing. He's so fucking useless. And then like David arrives and he flings an axe as David comes in. David's like, fucking hell, you twat. And that's a priest and a fucking reverend. You twat, you cunt, you fucking, you know, my wife's in danger. I've just fucking lit. It's a fucking witch, for fuck's sake, you know. And these fucking dullards, they're absolutely, what a bunch of fucking ecclesiastical cuntage. And right, well, I'll go and save the daughters. You go and find your missus. So he goes up the stairs and he finds his missus in under the duvet, pulls it back, and she's all like ripped up. You don't even see how it happened, but ripped up anyway. And God, losing me fucking will to live, to be honest. And I'm sure you are as well. And then he sees the shadow of the cowled, shrouded witch in the window. And then the mirror explodes in his face. Boosh! Hits the deck. Shards in his face, and a slight bit of goutage from the throat. Don't go thinking, wow, video nasty, gore aplenty. No, shite. So he's gone. David goes into the house. Well, he's already met the axe almost. Well, I'll get the daughters out, and he brings the blonde one down. Oh, who cares what her name is? Brings her down. The one who got the hand on her foot, the severed hand. Brings her down the stairs, gets her into his car, and oh, where's the other one? The fit one, the one with the little hot pants and the little skip. Yeah, that one. Yeah, fucking amazing, and fucking amazing. But she's heard voices and she's gone up. She's coming down. She's gone up the stairs, up the fucking stairs, and then one of the deaths, which was going to happen, was being impaled, nailed to a floor or a wall or whatever. And we do see the big talon hand grab her and drag her by the fucking hair or whatever and put her on the deck and spread eagle it like that. And you think, oh my God. And I'll be honest, I forgot about this scene. I thought, oh, she's gonna be fucking crucified to the floor, you know, through the wrists or the hands or whatever. But no, it doesn't do that. It doesn't do that. It just cuts to the chase. Great big nail. Big fucking nail like this. Big old school steel nail. The kind of things you do, you build your battlements out of back in the medieval age. To a fucking noggin. Fuck off. Boosh! I know it's a split second shot, but it is pretty nasty, let's be honest. So he finds her remains there, like nailed to the floor, and then he meets the witch, and it's doing all fucking hand things, and he's flying down the stairs, but he's got the crucifix. Whoa, you can't fight this, blah, 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 blah. And it can't fight it, and it sends him down the stairs, and he's fucking fighting again. Oh, fucking whatever it is. And he does drive this thing away. And he's got all, cans of kerosene to burn the place down. Remember what I said before about Garber House? You can't burn it down. I think there's a great big irony there, that Garber built this place to withstand all the fires of LA and, Southern California, and but this film is going to depend upon burning the place down again, so he's like fucking springing all around, but he's brought the blonde, the other daughter, he's brought her out, so everyone else is dead, and he's got in the back of the car and all that. Like, but he comes back out, having been ripped up and like fought the witch, and like he gets the car. Are you all right, Kelly? Is her name Kelly? Who fucking cares? Opens the door and she comes out like upside down, all ripped up. Oh, it's got hair as well. Oh, fucking hell! Right, burn, baby, burn. And he goes to the river. So he sets the place on fire. He goes to the lake, and where the copper got dragged in, and where the witch had been originally submerged. And he pours it all on the lake, and then lights it all up. And a young girl, I should have said this before, or should I? Does it make any difference if I miss bits out? Not really. There's a young girl called Mary, and hi, I'm Mary, and it's this little cherubic, fucking pigtail fucking thing, who meets the young lad, the young son of the Reverend's family, who gets fucking off. He gets killed. You know, don't worry about that. He gets killed. This, hi, I'm Mary. You know, but she's the witch as well. Another variation of the witch. So, our boy grabs a crucifix and fucking just goes, fuck off, right into it. And she's, cunt. Whole thing goes on fire, Bob's leg's on fire. He throws her in the lake, I think, and you see her burning it on the water. And but when you think it's all over, wow, it's about to walk away. A big taloned hand comes out the fucking lake again. The lady in the lake, it's not exactly Excalibur, let's be honest, and grabs him and fucking drags him in. So it ain't over. Now, I know what you purists are asking, but what about Albert Salmi, the detective? Yes, I missed that bit out, didn't I? I forgot about that. Albert Salmi, who's dogged the entire thing up until the final third, the final quarter. Him and his deputies they're there the entire time. You've had murders aplenty, left, right and centre. Close the fucking place down. Bring in SWAT, bring in forensics, bring in everyone, bring in the US Marines, bring in ICE, bring in everybody, because this fucking place, it's death central. For fuck's sake, you know. But he's forever there, and he's watching the priest eyeballing the young girls. He's like, oh yeah, I think you guys thought about that kind of thing. But anyway, they find a room down below. It's so fucking stupid. Well, but Arlen, remember the mother, the old girl that lives just off away from the the house, the major house, lives in a little tenant hovel. But her son is Arlen, who's like blamed for all this, like who's pitched all the coppers and done a runner. Well, they find a secret room down below. They're looking for the missing son, the young lad, and like they find like hollow. They are very fucking Cro-Magnon. Let's bash this wall down. Boosh. They do find the bodies of several people down there, including the son, to be honest with you. But they find this little room, and it's all like food and stuff, and there's a bed there. And it's an enclosed room hidden behind this wall in the basement, and it's obviously Arlen's hideaway. So like, well, that's well, hang on. There's one thing missing. Where's the way in? It's sealed up here. We broke in. Where's the way in? Well, it's got to be. So they send someone up top to find the way in to go, and they do find it. And Arlen is in there. Arlen is hiding away in a little hidey hole, and he fucking bursts out and he's fucking kicking coppers all over the place again. Like, I like this guy. This guy fucking gives it loads. He gives the film a bit of a dynamic, which really doesn't work properly. It's so badly edited together. It's just like, it just comes out of nowhere. And Albert Salmi fucking blast him through there, and he gets shot, and there's all blood in the wall and all that, and they manage to get him out of there. Like, but Albert Salmi will then get killed because he still lurks around getting evidence there, and it's a stupid scene as well. Like, there's sounds and shadow play, and I think he goes back into the room. I can't quite remember. There's no suspense whatsoever. Suddenly he goes into the room, and a big, taloned hand comes down, grabs him, and drags him out of sight. Next time someone goes in there, there's a pool of blood. Well, he didn't get ripped or nothing. He got dragged away, and you saw the floor there's no blood there. There's a fucking stupid little, silly bit of naffness there, adding the blood after the event. But anyway, well, I gave you the ending anyway. So, Superstition is it's shit, folks. It genuinely is. It's a film which I remember loving, like Mutants and many other films when I was a young teen. It was a great film. It was like, oh my god, this kid gets cut in half. It's funny because I've talked about this movie. I've referenced it loads in videos over the many years, and I've always mentioned the microwave and the kid getting cut in half and the circular saw blade thing, and I forgot about all the rest of the killings. This is a film which has multiple deaths, violence. I'm not going to say gory. There's blood, but I can't call this film gory. I simply cannot. It cuts away too quick, but it's boring as hell. For a film with so much incident in it, it's so sodding boring. And TV, it's shot like a TV movie from the 70s. It's so naffly done. Its direction is shoddy. Its narrative is bollocks. It's so, and here's the thing for you. Cheers, y'all. The Arlen, the weird mutant fucking kill shot bastard, who's an acolyte of the witch. I should have said that, but I think it's kind of apparent now, isn't it? It's almost like his mum living in the little outhouse. It's going like, no, he serves her. He sees a mistress. He looks after her. He serves her. And they all kind of fucking dismiss her altogether, like, really, basically. Well, they weren't part of the story at all. They were added after production, principal photography had been done. They realised, hang on, we need a bit more to this. We need more shocks. So the flashback sequence and those, the family, the mother and Arlen, the big mutant son, were added afterwards, after the event. So it was a very streamlined story. It was meant to be like a family move into a haunted house. But I'll give them plaudits for that. Oh, into a haunted house. Well, let's expand on that. And using the Garbutt house. The Garbutt house, as I say, was built in the 1920s, 30s. The guy who was an innovator, Garbutt himself, an inventor, an innovator, patented many things and made a fortune. Oil and machinery, you know what he's doing. But life changed, obviously. But he was terrified of fire, so he built it as a fireproof, like basically an above ground bunker, and his family, his daughters, then assumed ownership of it. It's very sort of it's a historic place in LA, and but during filming, and here's the bullshittery, rises. Apparently during the filming of this movie, because the ownership they changed ownership of the house, the family weren't in charge of it anymore, so anyone could get in it, and it was under like I don't know the full story. I can't even lay claim to that. But there was a lot of controversy over who was owning the place and who wasn't, and like, anyway, but this production got in there and filmed. And you see the house extensively, and it is a very unusual dwelling. It's very, you can see the stonework, you know, really reinforced. It's not Gothic. It's LA Gothic. It's Southern Gothic. It's big stone walls and wide, big rooms. But it's also like little narrow stairways and like you've got no fucking staircases. Well, you've got staircases, but you got no banisters, which is a super dangerous sort of thing, you know. But anyway, it does look unusual. So they film it there, and the security guards overnight were telling tales of like ghostly apparitions, things moving, and there was a suit of armor there apparently, and one guy said that the helmet moved off the head and floated around. What bollocks! What utter bollocks! The director himself, James W. Robertson, got locked in the basement and couldn't get out because the doorknob fell off. He couldn't get out, and he was there for a couple of hours, and he had to like use crowbars to open the door because the door wouldn't open at all. Marketing, PR. I think so. Witchcraft? No, I don't know. But I'm saying that I live in, you know, our house, Kilt Mansion, is spook central. But do you know what? Someone said to me before when I was out, look, everything that happens in your house happens. I've always said, whenever we redecorate or refurnish a room, or we change decor, put new carpet down, bring new furniture in, that's when things happen in this house. We've been here for like many years now. Oh, this is it now. This is the Kilt Mansion. This is the Kilted realm. We're not going anywhere else just yet. But so it's ours, and we know the spook, and we know what it does. And the weird thing is, like, we are now doing the biggest possible renovation ever. The entire roof getting done, and someone said before, like, do you know you're going to get a lot of shit because it always happens when you do something to the house, and we hadn't worked on that, and I'm like, oh my god, you're dead right. So it's going to be like it's going to be poltergeist. So the cemetery is at the back here, so it's all going to come upending. There'll be caskets coming up and the corpses coming out, trees becoming demonic and all that. Oh my god, the TV screen's dragging us all in. It's gonna be fucking bedlam. Bring it on. Bring it on, I say. Oh, by the way, you know, I know you want to see this, don't you? Read it. Read it and believe it. Yeah. Dies Ray. So yeah, the music for this movie is tremendous. The Dies Ray is fantastic, and it's in so many movies, as I say. But what you're hearing right now, I'm going to play this again. I'm going to put the link to this. I was trying to find the sound. You know, I buy soundtracks. I buy them on CD. I've got them on cassette, vinyl. And if I can't get them any other way, I will download them. I will get the download, the MP3. And I've got many movies like that, scores like that. But this score, as a kid, I loved it. As a teen, I loved it. It was so dynamic. Dies Irae was great, but it had that great pumping sort of, really great, dynamism for that opening double murder sort of thing. Microwave head and the fucking the cut in half was superb. So I'll play you that, and then I'll play you what you're hearing right now. I know I did discuss it before, but I love music, movie music, and the way that this Mickey Mouse, the scene where he's trying to get the window open, he's like bang, 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 and the music actually coincides with that precisely, is superb. It's coming up, don't worry. This is the two lads creeping down well, one's dead, one's in a microwave, you know. But it turns a really grueling murder sequence into something quite quite incredibly funny, but exciting at the same time. I've moved it on. But even behind that, the dice array is there. And you've got bells. Bang. So it does it twice. That's the first guy who gets his head in the microwave, getting thrown around the building. And then next thing you know, his head's in the microwave. But the music replays here. It's the microwave kicking off. So even beyond this, you've got the dice array playing. I miscued that there. This is him getting cut in half. He's turning over. It's a really exuberant piece of like a musical vernacular to a murder sequence. It's so brilliant. I do love that. However, because you know a lot of us gorehounds and fans of these films from yesteryear, and those that have got the ability to do so can create remixes of movie scores and elements from movie scores. And there is a tremendous remix of that, of the score for this movie. I'm going to play it now, and I'll put the link to it because this is not the score. This is someone else doing it, and I was trying to find the score, and I stumbled on it. I got this a while ago, but anyway, this is a dance track version of what you just heard. And it's fucking awesome. I will put the link to it because the guy deserves some credit. Did I whistle there? I whistled out my teeth, didn't I? What horrible fucking whistles. Phantasm, the great Phantasm score, has many disco remixes, as a lot of horror movie scores do. But this is one of the best. This is terrific. And looking at it right now, who's done this? It's the Synthwave. But listen how this kicks in now. We're going to turn it up. Ray. Probably one of the most overused horror themes in movies, movie scores ever. Apart from like streaking violins. But it's primal. It's meant to be, you know, it's Catholicism. Listen to this. This is Superstition the Witch. This is the score, the main music. Ray with a big dance beat behind it. Sorry, I was like Trump then, wasn't I? That was pure Trump. Anything wrong with that? I think this is brilliant. Oh God, I was slagging off Superstition, and I still will do. I grew up with it, I loved it, I watched it now, and no. That reverend, the proper priest, you know, you don't get any reason why he's the way he is. He's just alcoholic, and he's the most boring actor the world's ever known. Look, you've got to be boring. You've got to be boring. Just sit there and like when they say a line, wait another minute and a half before you reply, and even then when you reply, just go like, and we're gonna film the whole thing. So as a viewer, you're watching that. Boring. And yet there's so much that happens in the movie. There's so much carnage and killings. There's a massive fucking body count in this movie. And you got witches and you got claws, and you never see the witch's face. The witch is just like cowled and just like fucking, you know, clawy bits and all like. And then crucifix and like gone. But they're never gone, are they? So despite all the activity, it's still a, you know, you kind of like, oh, can we have something exciting, please? Look, I know a lot of you guys will probably love this movie. I know. It's a huge cult favourite. And do you know why? Because it didn't get banned, and a lot of you younger ones could see this film. This film, when I grew up way before the video nasty age, I knew all the movies on TV, the uncut movies on TV. Oh, whatever. And then all, you know, when home video hit us in a wallop, you know, pre-BBFC certification, and I was seeing movies at the cinema, fully uncut at the cinema, way young. I knew all the ins and outs of the censorship campaign and the video nasty campaign, and these ones that I became cause celebs. And there's many more like this which were not banned, and they were just like, well, okay, but they were notorious because they appeared on lists and they were taken off shelves. I'd seen this taken off a shelf as well. Don't forget, this Canadian movie, 82, America didn't get it till 84, 2 years afterwards. It sat on the shelf, whereas the UK, we got it on bloody home video straight away. And then because it was so successful, it got a cinema relief benefits. It got a release at cinema. Right, folks, this was a slapdash fucking video. This video has lasted longer than the movie itself. And this wasn't meant to be that way. It's meant to be just like, well, Superstition, the witch, yeah, it's got a bit of this, got a bit of that, bit crap really, but you know, it's notorious, and hey, the dies ray. No, let's play the dance track again. It's fucking better. It's a bit more dynamic. I've got witches all around me. It's gone very, very, very uber dark. But guys, you know, 2026, what a start. First goddamn week, 2026. Venezuela, Greenland, Iran's toppling. Oh my god. Oh, I know you want the videos on this. Many of you know, well, I do speak to a lot of you privately, and yeah, we know. What a strange, and yet, you know, isn't that strange? This was foretold. I foretold all this, and I didn't expect the rapid, swift manoeuvres that have took place. Isn't this great? You know, it works. The dance beat with dies ray, you know. I left the pub before starting this, and the band was pulling up outside. They weren't setting up; they were pulling up outside. So they will. Well, what time is it now? They're not until 9:30. That's another 45 minutes away. But they'll be setting up there. All the stools and the tables will be getting set back, and people will be coming in. The ones who follow that band, and like. Right now, I can't even say who's playing. I can't remember. But I kind of want to go, you know. It is what it is. I will put the link to this version below. If I can find it. I got this a long time ago. But Superstition, aka the witch, you know, for new kids on the block, it's not going to do anything for you. It simply isn't. And for us old duffers that grew up on these things, and you rediscover it, there'll be little wafters of nostalgia, but beyond that, it really. No, it don't do it. I'm afraid I was massively underwhelmed by it. It's got some bravura moments, but it's also fucking stupid and time wastery. And I hate saying that, I do. Chuck we trust. Oof. Anyway, so there we go. I have been another Sharpie KILT-MAN, despite this murky, shadowy void that I seem to be living in right now. I've got like one bat wing there. Look at that. One of the tiles, one of the new tiles going onto our roof. Anyway, look, you guys be happy, be healthy, be safe. Don't interfere with federal or law enforcement vehicles. Is that rocket science? Don't do it. Just don't do it. It won't end up well for you. So don't do it. Anyway, look, we're here to entertain you guys, you know. So be happy, be healthy, and I'm going to see you all. Keeping it kilted, keeping it Celtic. That old girl down the end of your street, that old girl over the river from you, the haunted house where the old couple live, and you go and like tease them and throw rocks at their windows. Yeah, hickey pops there. Don't do it, because you may end their lives, but the curse is going to affect you and your kids and your kids' kids. Don't do it. This is the thing, witches. Don't mess with them. Leave them alone while they're alive. You kill them, they're worse. Right, I'm out of it. Ta-ra.